We're going to be doing something else that's going to be very, very good. We're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship, and wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. And we think it's going to be extremely successful. And never been done before or anything like this, but it's something that we're going to be putting out over the next, would you say 2 weeks, Howard? Do you want to say a couple of words about it?
Sure.
We'll bring in with it people that create jobs, very high-level people. I think companies will pay to get people in. For instance, you today graduate from the Wharton School of Finance or Harvard or Stanford or any college, and nobody knows if you can even go to work for a company. So Apple and all these companies that want to get people to be working for them will be able to buy a card, and for the people that are number one in their class at top schools, I see that as one of the things, but generally speaking, it'll be people with money and people that create jobs, and they won't have to pay any tax on income outside of the United States.
So guys, a higher level of citizenship is being proposed by the president, Donald Trump, in which he introduces a Trump golden card. For me, I could call that the American Express card. Or what do you guys think? My question before we start this video is this gold card open to all countries or to a specific country? Let's see and analyze this video together.
The biggest issues of the last presidential campaign was reforming our immigration system. And yesterday, the White House announced a brand new path to U.S. residency with an expensive toll. Take a look.
We're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship, and wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. And we think it's going to be extremely successful.
Would a Russian oligarch be eligible for a gold card?
Yeah, possibly. Hey, I know some Russian oligarchs that are very nice people.
You know, remember when Elon bought America?
Yeah.
Yeah. He could have saved money with this. Because this is only $5 million.
But he only would have gotten a green card, not the whole country.
Well, you're right. You're right.
Timing is everything.
There you are.
Listen, my gripe with Trump a lot of times is the way. What is happening?
Making pens.
Listen, the way that he talks about it, it makes it sound like America's for sale to the highest bidder. I don't like that. But what I will say, this is actually basically an expansion on the existing EB-5 visa program. I have some questions because those are basically meant to incentivize the best and brightest to come to America, to create jobs here, to hire people, contribute tax revenue. But I want to know, is there national security vetting? So yes, could a terrorist organization or a Russian oligarch come in? And then just, again, don't make it sound like we're for sale. Make it sound like you want to come here because you want to be in America. But I'll say this on immigration. Donald Trump ran on two things. The economy is still looking really dicey. My eggs were like $14 the other day. But on the board...
Cooking eggs.
Yes, cooking eggs. Yeah, those eggs are even more expensive, by the way. But the border crisis, he's effectively solved in 1 month. This blew my mind. The Washington Post, there's been a 98% drop in daily border crossings in the lowest single-day total in 15 years this past week. From an all-time high of 11,000 in December of 2023 under Biden to only 200 a week ago under Trump. So he's doing that. That is what people voted for. Now, please get to the economy because everything's too damn expensive.
Well, one thing, though, that a lot of the people that, and correct me if I'm wrong, that voted for Trump, a lot of the people most critical of immigration are immigrants themselves who came here and went through the processes and are now like, I did my part, you should do yours. To speak like this about the fact that he ran on anti-immigration, and I'm going to fix that, like you said, numbers are down. But if you have enough money, you can come. So I don't think that's going to bode well for the people that voted for him, that you can just skip the line if you're wealthy. That is a problem. I also think that he talks so much about criminals coming across the borders and all the problems they bring with them. People with money can be criminals too. In fact, they have more resources to be criminals. And so
I love that point. People that are criminals could also be rich. And I just feel it's kind of opening the gates of America to the rich, corrupt people. What's your thought about this?
Enslaved were brought here to work and to build. The enslaved were brought here to work to build it for free. And not to mention the Black Americans who came here in the first place were slaves. So let's not be so sanguine about these refugees, because mostly we want workers.
Well, can I also? I do have something else to say. We're talking about these.
Yes.
We need to bring other people into this country because Americans don't know enough, and because Americans apparently can't get the job done.
No,
Why
that's
don't
not
we?
what I said.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Oh, okay.
There are other people that say that we need these HNV. You know, we need Vivek said that we need people to come. Why don't we then work on our education here as opposed to blowing up the Department of Education and not educating our children?
Gold card will bring in with it people that create jobs, very high-level people. I think companies will pay to get people in. For instance, you today graduate from the Wharton School of Finance or Harvard or Stanford or any college, and nobody knows if you can even go to work for a company. So Apple and all these companies that want to get people to be working for them will be able to buy a card, and for the people that are number one in their class at top schools, I see that as one of the things, but generally speaking, it'll be people with money and people that create jobs, and they won't have to pay any tax on income outside of the United States, which they're not paying right now. They're not citizens, but they'll have to pay if they create jobs in the United States. They'll pay full taxes like everybody else. So you're getting big taxpayers, big job producers, and we'll be able to sell maybe 1 million of these cards, maybe more than that. And if you add up the numbers, they're pretty good.
Wow. I don't know what's your own thought about all this. If you have up to 5 billion USD in your account, would you just buy a gold card to be a citizen of America instead of you enjoying your life in any other country of your choice? Enjoy your life, invest the money in a business or something that would yield results. I want to underline the key word there. He said wealthy people. So it means it's actually open to only people that are influential and they are wealthy, and it leaves no room for the poor. It leaves no room for the middle class. My main question here is, how can he actually guarantee that he won't admit rich criminals into America? Before I end this video, I want to know why Alisa always interrupts other speakers in the view. I don't know, is it just me? I feel it's kind of wrong and rude to interrupt when others speak. And my baby is crying. This is the end of this video. I'll see you all in my next video. See ya!